Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to pilot the Venus lander once you have reached Venus. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. If I can click play. So now, here's what you're gonna want to do, alright? I have a quick save above Venus, so, yeah. I've attempted this tutorial a couple of times already. The only reason it doesn't work so well is because, there aren't many flat surfaces to land on the surface of Venus. The only flat place or level place that I can really land on is Lavinia Planitia, which is in of itself fairly difficult to land on. But anyway, here's what you're going to want to do to pilot the lander. You are going to want to separate this little module on top here, and you're going to want to leave it in orbit around Venus. Now, you're going to want to switch to here, and now you are going to want to time warp to above Lavina Planitia, and hopefully you can burn retrograde without much issue. So now once you're there, you're going to want to burn retrograde. And with any luck, you will go somewhat over Lavina Planitia. Hang on, I forgot to turn off my notifications, so I'm going to pause the simulation, and I will be right back. Anyway, sorry for the hold up. Now what you're going to want to do is be sure that you're burning retrograde, preferably somewhere that is relatively level. Like right here, from the looks of it, I'm not going to land in a level place, which is quite unfortunate. But now you're going to want to separate this stage right here, and you are just going to want to angle your engine towards the Venus atmosphere. Now, a good way to signal that you're either at too much of an angle or too little of an angle is if one of the side top heat shields starts burning. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a burn right there. What I'm going to want to do is angle it so it doesn't burn. And you're going to want to do this until it stops burning completely. Just keep the angle up and be sure that it's being angled properly. Now, here pretty soon, not turning is going to be unavoidable, which is perfectly fine. What you're going to want to do after that is separate that. And now you're just going to want to, once you're around 2,500 meters up, now hopefully I'm, alright, that looks about level. Now once you're about 2,500 meters up, oh dear, that's not good. But that's okay. It seems we are accelerating faster than the actual thing here. So now I'm going to want to fully deploy my parachute, and I'm going to want to drop every other heat shield. Now separate that. And of course, if it gets stuck on there, just do that. Now hopefully, I won't run into this heat shield that's rushing at me. Which it looks like I probably will. Sheesh. Hopefully it won't hit me too hard. Alright, good. It didn't. Alright, so now from the looks of it, this is a level place for once. Because the only issue I've ever had with this lander is not, you know, being able to get to a level place. That is my number one issue. Alright, I have landed on the surface of Venus. Now that I have landed, I'm going to want to turn on my bottom engine. And I'm going to want to attempt... Alright, hang on. Now that I have landed, you're going to want to make sure that your landing legs don't attach to, hang on. So, yes. What you're going to want to do is make sure that your landing legs don't clip into another hitbox or something to that effect. Alright, now that I have landed on the surface of Venus, I'm going to want to turn on my engine and launch myself straight up, or as straight upwards as I possibly can get. Now, with this right here, you don't have to go straight up, but as straight up as possible is the direction you want to head. And once this runs out of fuel, then you can be more lenient on the angling of your rocket. But strictly, you want to keep it close to 90 degrees upward before you actually want to angle your rocket in such a way that it actually turns. But you're going to want to get this as straight up as possible. Then once it runs out of fuel, you're going to want to separate this stage right here, and this stage alone should be enough to get you back to space. Now, once I'm above 20 kilometers, I can angle my rocket a bit better to where it is turned in a more promising direction. Now you are close to exiting the Venus atmosphere. What you're going to want to do is maybe get it about a couple of kilometers up before you make any final adjustments here. And now you're just going to want to time warp out of the atmosphere and then burn. Burn at maximum efficiency, maximum what have you, and just keep burning until you are close to orbital velocity, and then you're going to want to turn on your burn again. That is close to orbital velocity, so you're going to want to get to your apoapsis and then burn from your apoapsis. Now you are in Venus orbit again, and remember that thing that we left above Venus? Yeah, it's still there because we left it in orbit above Venus. So now what we're going to want to do is maybe get to a higher apoapsis here, a higher orbit, if you will, and preferably not do something like that, have a lopsided orbit. Now, let's navigate, wait, hang on, we're going to want to switch to the rocket, and we are going to want to navigate to the other rocket. Now, time warp here. Now you're going to want to rendezvous with your other rocket. And you are going to want to retrieve it from orbit. So now what I'm doing is I'm about to rendezvous with my orbital thing. Now I'm going to want to do that and just try to navigate as efficiently as possible. So I just need to make sure that my side velocity is relatively fair. Here pretty soon, I'm going to be approaching at an alarming rate. So now I'm just going to want to kill some of my forward momentum. And here pretty soon I should see my other rocket. Yep, there it is. And now I'm just going to wait. Now just Now I'm going to switch to this one and angle it with my retrieval. Now switch to. Now, Alright, now I'm going to want to fuel up whatever's left in there. And I can separate this part for good. Now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to navigate back to Earth. Time warp to my transfer window. Now I am in a good place. Now I'm going to want to time warp to my transfer window, and I'm just going to want to accelerate all the way back to Earth. Now I am close to the sphere of influence of Earth, so I'm just going to want to burn more slowly, slower. Now I've reached the sphere of influence of Earth. I'm going to want to focus on Earth and get as close as I humanly can to Earth without crashing into it. Now, time warp there. Now I'm just going to want to, boom. So now I'm just going to, approach Earth orbit again. Now, boom. I've been captured into Earth, in the sphere of influence of Earth. Now I'm just going to want to land back on Earth after I achieve low Earth orbit again. Cool. Alright, sweet. So now I am approaching Earth's atmosphere again. Now I'm going to want to separate this stage. And I'm just going to want to angle this towards Earth's atmosphere. Now I'm slowing down. And then, hopefully, if I slow down before I thank you, I can quite easily make it back. I've lost track of how to explain things. But yes, this is how you're gonna do it. This is supposed to be a video on how you're gonna do it. And to be honest, Venus is such a hard place to land on. Like, this took me ages to frickin' record and several attempts, but it is doable. Now I'm going to want to fully deploy everything and drop the heat shields. Now I'm just going to want to descend until I land again. Now recover, continue, recover, close. Thank you so much for watching. This was a really frustrating video to record, but I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and bye-bye.